Should I start? Okay. If you are not up to House of Chains, you might want to split. Not talking to you. I'm talking to the veterans of Malazan. I just have this to ask. How dare you? Do you know how long I've gone waiting for Karsa and Toblakai to meet? Do you know? Do you know how confusing Chapter 7 was? Not knowing that Karsa was... There's a reveal at the end of Chapter 4. And even on the live stream, people were like, hey, what'd you think of that Toblakai reveal? And I was like, yeah, it was cool. It was cool. He's a Toblakai. He's a Toblakai. You people make me sick. And then I go on the live stream, talk about Karsa, meeting some friends and meeting this Leoman guy and being like, oh, this Leoman guy had a friend that looked just like you. Laughing and lying that I didn't make that connection. I should have seen it. At the start of the book, it has 1,159 years of burned sleep. I knew it was before Dead House Gate. See, I knew it, and I should have thrown it in your face. But I didn't get the connection. And I'm not happy about that. And I think, what else have you been laughing and lying about? Think it was a critical dragon that says, hey, what did you think of that Toblakai reveal? And then lets me just ramble on about how I think, oh, it's cool that he's one of these Toblakai. And then silence. Critical dragon. More like a critical douche. Yeah, I said that. I wonder what else people are laughing about. I see Philip Chase's big game here. I thought, oh, what a nice guy. This teacher of fantasy. Loves this series, wants more people to read it. I see his game now. He wants more people to read it so he can laugh and lie. I was even invited on this podcast. This Smiley podcast, it's called. They let me talk about all these things that I probably got wrong. Just smiling and laughing and lying. Well, the game's over. The game's over. And now I'm so confused. Because I get to chapter 7. And I'm like, oh, snap. Okay, he's here. Leoman's still here. Or he's back. He's talking with Felice, and I think, oh, all this cool stuff. Didn't even make the connection. It was Matt's book review, by the way. Chatting with him, and he's like, hey, once again, the same question I had before. What'd you think of that Toblakai reveal? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. It was cool. I knew he was a Toblakai. And I could just sense the smirk on his face from behind the keyboard. And I was like, hey, what? Wait. And then he's like, oh, I gotta go. You've all been exposed. Do you know how long I've been saying Treblor with an R? Do you have any idea how that feels? I'm reading about this whirlwind. This has been a whirlwind of a morning. Don't you dare. I'm not going to be your little zoo animal. Not anymore. Things are going to change around here. Do you know that I dared to shed a tear about Diker? Like, come on. I dared to share a tear about that guy. In chapter whatever, in book 2. And the end of book 3, they have the gall to bring him back. I'm not going to be crying next time. What's next? Ikovian's going to be back? The bridge burners? The fallen ones that I like so much? They're already back, probably? I can't trust anyone. What's next? Quick Ben's a Muppet? Quick Ben is Kermit the Frog? Honestly, I'm waiting for any moment where my spouse is like, hey, baby, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then she unzips Scooby-Doo style and is Kruppa or something. How deep does this depravity go? Steven Erickson, you have a lot to answer for. So does your friend, Ian C. Esselmont, if he even exists. Probably just another character in your sick game. And Mr. Erickson, why did you even put an N in his last name, knowing full well that lots of people like me would say Esselmont? This is another one of your Treblor things? I can't believe it. Do you know how long I've said Corsa? Corsa. Do this stream about Corsa. People just laughing and lying. I should have known that this was a joke with that Azath house at the end of Gardens of the Moon. This is a sick joke. And I want to know how deep it goes, but I'm going to keep reading it. But I mean, laughing and lying. Can't believe I did a message yesterday telling people to read this series. After all that, after all those games that have been played on me, you just want more meat. Like ravens. Ravens to chew on people